Hey everybody, I hope everyone is doing well. It's the end of the month, and with that, we have our brand new Abyssal battle. So, in this Abyssal battle, I don't really have too many things to say about it, honestly. It was another first try clear, and I thought it was extremely simplistic. Though, there were a few things that did stick out to me. One, I have no idea what the boss was doing, but man, she was tanky. Like, the initial bit, she was just really tanky. I was like, wow, okay. I don't know if you just have absurdly high res, if you have some kind of unique effects, I don't really pay attention. Or if you just, I guess my Tikis just aren't as high attack stats as I actually thought they were initially. Or I don't know, she's a mage. So, yeah, she would have high res. You know, I should actually probably look back at her toolkit because I know she had really low defense. I wasn't sure what was happening. Actually, yeah, I'll have to look up the toolkit. But, first try clear, it was a very simplistic battle. It just kind of moved everybody forward, and the boss just kind of moved herself backwards some. Until at one point, she didn't just resist every bit of damage, and she kind of just got hurt really badly really quickly. Now, another thing I can point out about this battle too, though, was, so, I know Savior has been in the game for a long time, and in fact, I know Legendary Tiki has a unique version of Savior. However, I never really used Savior very much because, for example, on Solitary Tiki, I always found the extra movement to where she moves like an infantry, except she can shrug through trees and everything. I always found that infinitely more valuable. And Legendary Tiki, she shares seasons with a very problematic dragon killer in the name of Julia. So, I actually don't use with everyone too, just because I actually found the Savior effect to be more problematic than helpful, especially since, if I remember correctly, she would try and proc it from 3 spaces away, so there was like no real good way to kind of keep her close with the team without her proccing Savior more than I really wanted her to. And I know that Legendary Tiki also doesn't really have damage reduction. So, my use of Savior was extremely limited and extremely rare. Now, after playing this Abyssal and then just seeing the bridal Tikis just kind of bouncing around everywhere with Savior, I kind of understand why everyone liked it and said it was so strong now. Again, I know it's been out for a few years, and I know that is not a new skill at all, but normally I would only see it as the person fighting a Savior unit, which was never much of a problem or a big deal to me. But actually getting to experience and use Savior, okay, yeah, I understand. Still not going to use with everyone too on Legendary Tiki. I'm gonna avoid having that super long distance unless I guess some better eventual damage resistance skills or something come out, or I guess as more damage resistant negating skills come out. But I did want to point that out. That was actually pretty neat and enjoyable. Outside of that, and my little bit of rambling on the Abyssal battle, the only other thing that has been of note to me in Fae recently was this most recent Tempest trial. I know that the boss unit in the Tempest trial was the duo unit. I do not know what they did. All I know is that it was probably the worst Tempest trial I have ever tried to auto battle. Like, I don't know what was happening or what that boss did, but it was just, or if the AI, which realistically speaking, the AI definitely does not help the situation, but it was an absolute struggle to auto battle the hardest difficulty for some reason. Eventually, I kind of just dropped it to the second highest and just let the auto battle run through that, and the auto battle ran fine. The auto battle cleared that one with ease, but for some reason that highest difficulty one, it was an absolute struggle for the auto battle. So yeah, that was problematic. But outside of that, I think that's pretty much all I had to talk for. To everybody who comes by and spends some time to watch, thank you. I really appreciate it. And I hope everyone has a good day. Or night. And I'll see you guys next time.
I'll keep you safe. Candy, please. Stand together.